Hey everybody, Frank here, Godzilla Island for the Mazer Squad with a review of Behemoth Issue 4, the final issue of the Dark Horse comic series. Written by Grant Sputore, Ryan Engel, Jay Martin on art, and Frank Shechovich on letters. This has been a great series, 4 issues, such a different type of kaiju story. It's being told from inside the monster. The first issue, Sarah, our aspiring food truck owner, gets swallowed along with a bunch of other passengers on a bus while they're trying to cross the bridge. And since then, it's just been complete chaos in the stomach. They're surviving a lake of stomach acid, parasites, and a cannibalistic French sailor. But now they found out over the radio they've only got so much time before this monster is about to be nuked by the military with them inside of it, along with all of New York City. So they've come up with a plan, and that plan is to deliver a bomb to this monster's heart by cutting a hole into its arteries, veins, and somebody's diving all the way up to the heart, leaving that explosive there and killing it from the inside. Can they do it in time, and is it even possible? I've really enjoyed this series. Like I said, very different. I could totally see a movie being made, but before that movie gets made, our writer Grant Sputore is going to be working on Godzilla Supernova, and Ryan Engel, the other co-writer, he worked on the 2018 movie Rampage, which featured The Rock, and it's based on the classic beat-em-up kaiju video game that everyone grew up loving, I'm sure, that's watching this. But anyway, yeah, let's get into what happens in this issue. Like I said earlier, they have a time is against this bus crew, and they need to get out of this monster before it gets nuked. And they pretty much have an hour left. And Sarah decides she's going to be the one to deliver the bombs after one of her co-passengers gets hurt. The crazy French guy gets eaten by one of the parasites, and he kind of deserved it. He was the cannibal that ate up all his crew, but at least he showed them the site to where they can dig in and get out of the ship. And while they're doing that, the rest of the crew are exploring the ship, and they discover a nest of more parasites. And it's not too pretty. We got parasites just everywhere. The parasites are like really the big, although like the big monster in the first issue was really crazy, these parasites were like the prominent problem for this. And back on the boat, they even started we get the baby start hatching, and they're just as much of a problem. They're attacking the kids, and they're all right though, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, the parasites. Look at these things. They're just nasty. The design's awesome. I would love to see if they were to eventually get bigger and almost come out of the kaiju and just be kaiju themselves, like giant kaiju. Just really, the crew's just helping each other survive now at this point. They've got some camaraderie now. And yeah, Sarah gears up. She takes the scuba gear, jumps into the hole, and she dives. And the only kind of plot hole is she's she's getting chased by these parasites, but here she dives. She's got this bomb. This bomb's gonna go off inside this monster. What's gonna happen to her when this bomb goes off? Is she gonna be in the blast? Are they gonna make it in time? The jets are about to deliver the payload, and sure enough, boom, we got the explosion out of the kaiju. And then we get a big shot of the giant kaiju there one last time as it's alive, one last time of it seeing it alive, and then there it is, dead. So the nuclear bomb gets called off, and Sarah survives that explosion too, along with the remaining of the crew, which is really cool. And it's kind of a happy ending. And she goes back to the garage, and with luck, her food truck is still intact. It survived the flood and the kaiju attack. It jumps forward some time later. You see that Sarah and The crew of the bus have caught up and hung out several times now, and they've become good friends. She gets visited by them, and her food truck is successful. And that is the end. Sarah's the savior of the city, and she goes on to live her food truck dream. It was really like a cool, quick wrap up. I didn't go into all the details. I showed you guys a lot, but I really recommend you pick up this series. The trade paperback for it is coming out sometime in September. I believe it's September 16th. Yes, September 16th. I wrote that on my notes over here. So pick that up. Absolutely wonderful series from Dark Horse. I really hope that Grant comes back to do like a sequel to this. It's like just like one of those things. Like, yeah, sure, how many times can you get swallowed by a monster? But I could sort of see this, like, oh, they're like, oh, you did it once before. Can you intentionally get swallowed by this kaiju now? Pull out the same operation. But I mean, why couldn't the military do the same thing too? But it's something possible, you know? Definitely worth checking out, and definitely should be one to be added to the collection if you are a kaiju comic collector. I hope you guys enjoyed this series of reviews on Behemoth, and thank you for watching.